Good evening, everyone. Mathematics Society IIT Delhi warmly welcomes you all to the first episode of GapFest, a series of talk with professors. Having an amazing start to this talk series, which we plan to have on a monthly basis, we are privileged to have with us today the Honorable Head of the Department of Mathematics of IIT Delhi, Professor S. Dharmaraj, as our first guest. Although the achievements of our guest are difficult to be summarized in a short monologue, but we'll try to give a brief introduction about him. Professor Dharmaraj obtained his BSc degree in mathematics from Presidency College, his MSc degree in applied mathematics from Anna University, followed by his PhD degree in mathematics from Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. He has been a postdoctoral fellow at the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering of the Duke University and a research associate at TR Labs, Canada. Professor Dharmaraj has been with the Department of Mathematics IIT Delhi since 2003, where he is currently serving as the HOD, a position which he has held earlier also from 2014 to 2017. He is also Institute Chair Professor and Professor HEG. He is currently Jaswinder and Tarvinder Chadda Chair Professor in IIT Delhi for teaching and research in the area of operational research. He holds various visiting positions at several reputed institutes around the world like Duke University, University of Calgary, National University of Columbia, etc. So now, without taking any more of the time, let's know more about the life, career and interaction with mathematics of our esteemed guest and further learn from him about his research interests and career opportunities for the students in those domains. Welcome, sir, and let us now continue the talk.
Well, first I should thank the Max Society, Department of Mathematics, IIT Delhi, for this interview session. And I'm quite happy that I'm the first speaker for this program. And coming to your question related to the pandemic scenario, we should thank our IIT system the way we have planned the day one. That is the second week of March 2020. From that day onwards, our institute has a complete plan for what are all the steps we should do, starting from the gate and hospital facility or wherever we see the people back and forth in the shopping mall or grocery stores or wherever it is. So they have made a very nice arrangement, and they have broadcasted to all the faculty, staff, and students who are here, a few students, those students also. So things went very systematic, and we should thank our society, our IIT society also, and people also follow all the rules, whatever the rules created by us to in this scenario. And we have done a very good job related to taking care of ourselves and taking care of our own family members and others and so on. And on top of that, we are able to do our work in a nice way. And so sometimes I come to the office and with the mask and everything, and keep the door closed and do the things. So we have taken care all the precautions correctly, not only in the office, in the house also, and in the shopping mall or where the place where we more than one people meet each other in some offices and so on. So I think the credit goes to the whole community of IIT, which we have handled nicely, and yeah, we are doing well. Okay, so completely online is this is the first time, but some of the things we have already implemented in the form of uh, some sort of use the computer and some real-time system, either for the paper correction or sort of distribution of the paper, because I usually teach the course called Probability and Stochastic Process, and the registration is almost 300 students or minimum 250 students. So I stopped distributing the hard copy of the answer sheets for last 5 years. So after the exams are over, there is no way the hard copy distribution of the paper and so on. So completely digitalized means after the exams are over, there is no need of any personal contact or any discussion over the evaluated paper can be distributed or correction or rechecking, and everything I have already made digitalized. So that way, when I move to the online system, only two things which I have not done it earlier. One is the teaching part and the examination part. After that, the post-operation part, anyway, I have doing in the digital way. Therefore, for my course, it was easy for me to switch over from completely, to the usual way to the completely online. That was easy. And of course, I have a NPTEL MOOC course. Every year I used to run. That is completely a online course. So that is a teaching and evaluation. Everything is the digital way. So I have some idea how to do the things, and I really enjoyed it. And this is the second semester also we have done it now, and we are going the next semester also the same way. I think not only me, there are some more faculty also really they enjoyed. They have already had an experience of 50 percentage or 60 percentage of a digital way, and moving into completely 100 percentage digital way of teaching or online teaching, what you say. So we really enjoyed it, and there are a few hiccups here and there, and that also we are able to predict, and we found out alternative plan B, plan C, sometimes a plan D also. So we executed nicely all the options. Being a probability teacher, I have all the options always in my mind. So I was executing plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, and so on. So as the issue comes. So really we did a good job, and hopefully the students also would have enjoyed with some difficulties. Okay, so it's a very sentimental question to me, because during my school days, by seeing the teacher, I always feel like this is a job one should take as a teacher. Teacher means a school teacher. The way I am seeing look of the teachers, starting from my first standard teacher, that is Mariammal, and second standard, third standard, and fifth standard, my teacher Subramaniam in Tamil Nadu, deep south of India. That is a place called Aladipetti. So I remember my school teachers. By seeing those teachers, I feel I should be a teacher. But over the period of time, I feel, okay, why not? We can become a college teacher. Then once we move to the IIT and so on, then I feel personally I should be a professor of a good institute. So that's how I landed in IIT Delhi as a faculty. In 2003, I joined as an assistant professor, and almost 17 years are over here in this department. So the motivation comes from my school teacher, starting from my first standard onwards. Okay, so answer to this question, I myself handled the classes from deep south, my school days, teachers, and then I did my 8th standard onwards from Chennai, Madras, and then PhD, undergraduate from Presidency College, and masters from Anna University, then PhD from IIT Delhi. So by seeing the teachers, I still remember some of the teachers are role model to me, the way they narrate, the way they explain the things, and the way they make the pass, and the way they stop something in the class and they say that the remaining part you try, next class I will do the remaining part. Still I remember some of the teachers, they give some gaps and they ask us to do it as the homework. So I write down in the left side of my notebook h.w. So if I write h.w, that means write a one vertical line. That means this part has to be expanded as a homework before the next class. Maybe next class, maybe the next day, or next class, maybe some other day. So I still remember my class notes having homeworks at the left side or right side with the mark. So those teachers, I still remember, they are the people who motivated me to how to teach. And there are one or two teachers also there. I won't tell their names. These are all the teachers who should not teach. That also, for example, I usually tell it in the class also, partitioning in the board into two halves and start writing in the one side, left side, keep writing. And once this first column is over, then move to the next column, keep writing. When that is over, then you erase the board in the first half, then you keep writing, then you move to the second column. So this is the worst teacher that I remember. I should not do this way of teaching. So what I'm saying is I still remember the teachers. There are a lot of teachers to whom I learned starting from my school days and presidency and Anna University and IIT Madras. And so those teachers, I remember I should be a teacher like them. They give a pass. And even I remember some teachers, they give some small exercise. And when I used to return from college to home, it was almost an hour drive from Anna University Guindy to my house in Washermanpet, Chennai, North Madras. It's almost more than 1 hour bus drive, taking two buses. So my close friend, bus friend, who is Santanam, I used to ask him why the teacher made that statement. Why not this statement? Why this teacher made such words? Why not this? So I keep on discussing in the bus itself while returning from Anna University to Washermanpet. So I still enjoy the teachers. Even the teacher taught 40 minutes or 50 minutes class. In the sort of a post-operation, I discussed about the teacher discussion in the class. After the class is over, till I reach home, I keep on discussing with my class friends. And not only that, I still remember myself and my three of my friends in my MSc days. His name is Shankar, Mohan, Santanam, and so on. So what we do is when we are starting from our classroom to the canteen where we take lunch and coming back, it almost we take some 30 to 40 minutes. In that, we keep on discussing what was going on from morning to till lunchtime and what are all the quizzes or small tests in the afternoon and what are all the possible questions will come. And even I remember some of the questions. I say this question mostly that will be the questions in the quiz, or this is the question will take care of this much portion. So like that, I personally enjoy the teachers whoever taught the hardcore mathematics classes. So the motivation is behind become a professor or faculty. That is because of my teachers. Okay. So personally, I feel one should have a very good fundamental knowledge, whatever the subject you fund of, either algebra or analysis or differential equations or probability or number theory or any other subject, topology or functional analysis, any topic. One should have a very good fundamental knowledge, and you should have a passion in it. Then only you can keep improving your knowledge in those topics. And to become a teacher, you should have your own style of explaining things to the students, and you should read their how they going to receive it. So you should be mentally prepared. What are all the statements should make, and how you can explain to the people. Therefore, they feel they should be appreciated, and so on. So, for example, I used to tell my class, I can make you to sleep within 5 minutes if these are all the statements which I'm going to say, which I don't want. So I feel I should be able to control or I should be able to take care of all the audience in the whole class to listen and get the things from whatever I'm saying in a very positive way and able to think also. And that think, I feel the teacher should make the students to think, not by heart. That means you should not teach 100% all the things to the students. You should tell only the very basic things and some more things which will make them to start thinking. So that is a way I used to think after the class. Keep on iterating why that statement, why not this, why that lemma has come first, why these two lemmas are needed for this theorem, why not without lemma, why not the teacher would have proved the theorem directly, and why do you need this proof, what for this proof, what is the worthiness of the proof, whether this theorem is worthwhile for any other results or any other theorem. So all these directions thinking, that is initiated by my teachers. So I don't think so. All the students, they do that exercise, thinking exercise based on the whatever the teachers say. But I feel the teacher responsibility is to make the students to think, not telling all the stories to them or everything to every concepts to them. Therefore, they should remember it. That is not the way. So that's the way I feel. And to become a school teacher, I was also a school teacher for some time in between my MSc. After my completing my MSc, before I joining in the PhD program, I was a school teacher. I was taking +1, +2 mathematics only. And I really enjoyed as a teacher in the higher secondary school. It was before I joined the PhD program. So my suggestion or advice to any person to become a teacher, you should be able to have your own strong point and have a passion in it and put a lot of effort, writing notes or collecting the materials or think about what to present, which example to give first, and which way we should go ahead with the class. And if somebody asks a question, how to manage. So whoever doing the complete homework, they can become a good teacher. The people who are not doing any homework or they just go and getting into all the trouble, that is because of not planned very well, not having the material, or not knowing the things correctly, or land up in a complicated scenario. So it is everything in the teacher's hand. So one can always make it in a positive side. Uh, well, that because of my administrative skill. That is nothing to do with the technical skill. Technical means the mathematics. Of course, mathematics knowledge is important for your faculty life and so on. But as far as the head of the department is concerned, one should have a very good rapport and good coordination with everybody, and should be able to get the work done in whatever the way, in a nice form, without getting into trouble. For example, when I joined here in 2003, whatever the task, even my senior professors proposed my name or myself giving my name, I want to be in that committee like that. I'm so enthused to become a member of many committees in which I put all my effort, and I do have a good time management, and I spend time on it, and I put really good effort in wherever I am the member of that committee. Whichever I am not the member, I won't bother. But wherever I am there, I put all my effort. Therefore, I know nook and corner of starting from zero level and to complete the task, how much teamwork is needed, and what is the skill of other, what is the skill of myself, and what is the skill of so on, so faculty and so on. So I know each and every things, and I always have a positive mindset, how much I can able to get the work done from so on so person with only that positive skill. I won't bother about all the negative skill and all those things. I just won't remember it. I just remove it. I'll just take only the that part, and even I make out what time so on so faculty will be available, what time I can able to meet them, what time I can able to get the work done. So I will have a I usually have the complete time management skill of myself, and whoever involved in the same duty with me. So I keep have a complete plan, and before I do everything, I spend a lot of time planning. Therefore, before execution of any job or any task, I iterate myself in my mind, make sure that these are all the things should not have, and this is the target, and this is the way it should go, and how dynamically manage the scenario, and so on. So I just keep everything in my mind as all possibilities. So uh, I'm proud to say that I'm good in time management, and I'm good in teamwork, starting from my master's time, master's program time, and so on. So I'm a good in at teamwork. So I put the things down, and even my supervisor used to say in a very nice way, my PhD supervisor, his name is Professor Parthasarthi. He used to say that Dharma, you get the things done with the one phone. If you give one phone to you, and you will be able to get the things done with the phone call itself. Those days there was only landline, mobile phones were not there. But so that much I am very good in uh, getting the work done. And because the reason is I came from very poor family background, and each and every paisa or money which I earned myself for my studies, either from starting from my undergraduate and postgraduate, I do part-time job, and I get the salary from there. Then I paid the tuition fees and so on. Therefore, I know the money value. I know the time management. I know how much time I should put the effort, and so that way I'm able to do my justice as a head of the department in this institute, and I feel I'm doing good for the whatever the task is given to me. And one more thing, I won't keep anything in my table. I won't keep anything just for the sake of as a head I should keep it. No. So I just clear the paper. And even in other section, if max department, any file is there, I keep time for every file. If it is 1 day or half a day, if it is crosses that time, I immediately go there and make sure that why that file is not moved. If they say that head has to sign in this place, therefore we are waiting, or you have to give a justification. In front of them, I just open the file and sign it, give it to them. So even when I make a one round to the administration, I just go make sure that wherever our mathematics department things are pending, I just make sure that things moving forward. So I have a timeline for every job. So I won't leave them just keeping a max file at any place. So even though I am saying very happily, this is the way I work. Okay. Yeah, so I prepared a nice document also once when my headship was over, the way I am good in documentation also. So I prepared that document. So I have some of the things in my mind one by one. So first one is when those days we have less PhD students, and over the period more and more PhD students, and we don't have enough good place for the research scholars to sit down and do the PhD work. So earlier in one room, three students are sharing and things like that. It was like a sort of very, it's not good, nice place for them to do the research work nicely. So we put a lot of effort with the 2-3 faculty, and in particular Professor Ritumani and some more young faculty. So we sat down and we made a complete plan. We made a plan of cubicles. So we just prepared a cubicle in which 8 to 12 students can sit down in a nice way with the separate cubicles and having all the materials. They can keep it and they can sit down and without any disturbance. And so that is the way we created the research scholars offices. Not only one cubicles, we made one by one over the period by getting the feedback from the students and so on. So we now at present we have some 5 to 7 cubicles are there. We started one by one. So that is the one thing we have done. And the other thing is our faculty offices are very small. Even two people cannot have a nice place to sit down. And so we just made a nice office space for every faculty. And we got some more space, putting a request to the institute and asking for we need more space. Therefore, we got some more space, and we make sure that every faculty office is having a nice blackboard or green board and a nice structure in which they can have all the books. The way you are seeing my office space here, you can have a nice bookshelf and nice sitting place for the faculty to discuss with the research scholars or whatever the research work. So like that infrastructure, I made it good for not only faculty to the research scholars and the staff. And we install the CCTV cameras in all the corridors, make sure that things are under control. So security system also we improved. And so like that, one by one, wherever there is a need, so I just go to their office and see that, oh, this is, you want it. Okay, we put effort for everybody to get it. So I'm always feel like everybody should be having a good infrastructure so that they should be able to do the things in their own way. So I put a lot of effort for improvement of the infrastructures and having a rules and many things are very systematic. Therefore, everybody knows what's going on. Very transparent way of processing. So the way I feel this should be. Whatever my dream was there, I just executed one by one with our own faculty members. So I'm happy to say that because of that, I was able to become a second time head So now also I'm continuing the same job.